cases look like nothing. So don't deny yourself that opportunity. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is appearance. For Brown Mackie students, the rule is business casual. You need to look professional. But this goes more than just dressing the part. Take a little extra time, take a shower, clean yourself off, wash your face, brush your teeth, do your hair. It's not, don't walk in here like you're just going to class, because it's not class. You are going to a real hospital with real medical professionals, and this is yourself. You're selling yourself initially. You need to let people know that you are here to do the job, that you are here to take care of business. And you may be saying, oh, well, I'm not going to do that anyway, but you'll be surprised. Some of the students that I've seen, they come in there looking tore up, and because you're a student, you're a target automatically. The truth doesn't really matter. It only matters how it looks. I've heard rumors about other students who have done this, other students who have done that. Try to be careful what you do. Try to look good whenever you're working. Work hard. Don't be sitting around. People will rarely ever see me sitting. I will always be standing. I will always be working. I will always be moving. I will always look like I'm focused, like I'm not in the lobby chilling on my iPad doing homework. You're not supposed to be doing homework there anyway. I've heard stories about past students who every time they walked into the break room, that student was sitting there in the break room having lunch or talking on the phone or, doing homework or something, paperwork, instead of working. Now, like I said, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. It matters how it looks. So I rarely even go to that break room. I'll sit somewhere and eat by myself where no one's around. You're a student. You aren't an employee. So you're already going to be a target. And whatever you do will probably negatively affect your school or other students. There have been situations where I couldn't go with certain surgeons because they don't like students. They don't like students because of something some other student did years ago. So that's taken away from me. Next, I'm going to talk about punctuality. Try to show up early if you can. You don't have to show up an hour or two early unless you really, really want to. But 30 minutes, there's nothing wrong with showing up 30 minutes early before the case starts, or, an hour early before the case starts. In fact, that might help you when you're new. Punctuality is very, very important, and you may even get a chance to take advantage of the situation. Now, depending on where you are, you might even be able to sort of prep beforehand, like try and get the surgeon's gloves or try to pull suture. Now, some preceptors don't mind if you try and open up the room and set up by yourself, but some may have an issue with that. And like I said, depending on where you're at, what hospital, there might actually be like rules. I've heard things about, a preceptor needs to be in the room with you, or one of the other team members, one of the other employees have to be in the room with you, because if you make a mistake or contaminate, they need to be there to make sure you don't, or to correct it if it happens. Because you're a student, not an employee, and they are liable for anything that you do or any mistakes that you make. So don't get in trouble. Follow the rules, but see how far you can get setting up the room. Some preceptors might like that, and you get experience setting up a room in a real life hospital. It won't be like it is in class at lab. You'll really have to go all the way downstairs, get suture, get this, see how much stuff you can get without the, everyone else being around. They might even be impressed when they get there, like, oh, look at you, you're already getting suture together. Look at you. Yeah, it might happen. It might not, I don't know, but follow the rules. Don't get in trouble. Okay. the last thing I'm going to talk about, and this is actually really important, communication. And communication basically just means you need to know how to talk, how and when to speak. You need to know how to talk to people. So be polite. And this is very important because you're going to be meeting, depending on how big the hospital is or where you're at, you could be meeting people from different walks of life. You're going to come in on, good days and bad days. People are going to be in bad moods, good moods. Always try to be polite. Say please and thank you all the time, constantly. Always try to be helpful. And always know when it's a good time not to speak. And obviously that means in the middle of a case, of a surgery. When the surgery is going on, that probably isn't the best time to start a sidebar conversation about the game, or I don't know what was on TV the other night. Even if you have a question, a personal question or whatever, that's probably not the time. I'm not saying that those things don't happen. If a surgeon or a preceptor or someone will start conversations all the time, but you should never be the one to start it. You're a student. You're not there to shoot the breeze and talk about the sky. You're there to learn. You should be paying attention, listening, for anything that the surgeon needs. Or better yet, watching the case and trying to learn from what's going on and maybe even anticipate what they want so they don't have to ask you. That's what you should be doing. Not, talking about whatever. With that said, people are going to start conversations all the time. They may even start a conversation with you. Respectfully, obviously respond if they're asking you questions and stuff. Don't be rude and blow them off or be like, "Oh, well, I'm trying to pay attention. Please be quiet." Don't do that. But at the same time, remember, you're there to listen, watch, learn, improve. So, and sometimes it's probably not wise to get involved in every conversation. You're a student, you are not an employee. Once again, you're going to be meeting people from all different walks of life, and they're going to be talking about things that, let's be honest, most administrators would probably consider politically incorrect or even inappropriate. Don't get involved in those conversations, because if something happens or something goes the wrong way, you aren't an employee. They're probably most likely not going to protect you if something bad happens. They're all anyone's going to know is that you were involved. So don't get into it. It's not wise. And be careful what you say. Because if you're the one who starts something or says something and other people hear it and are offended by it, it's not going to be a good day for you. Okay? All right, so quick review, attitude, make sure you walk in with the right mindset. Force yourself to scrub. You're going to be afraid no matter what. So jump in. Try to do the best that you can. Even when you're scared, if you don't do it, then you're just going to cheat yourself. You're going to be scared 2-3 months in. I'm no longer afraid on some cases, and I've only been doing this. I'm at day 11 right now. I've only been doing this for 3 weeks, and I'm excited when I get some cases that terrified me on the first day. Okay, appearance, business casual, be clean, be clean shaven, whatever. Do your hair,